This is the Southwest Georgia Network on Spreaker. I'm Walter Johnson, and this is a update on Hurricane Hermine, what's suspected to become Hurricane Hermine. This tropical storm Hermine now, but it's suspected to become Hurricane Hermine later tonight. And getting right to the chase. And for those people who are listening live on Spreaker, and also following on Twitter at SWJ Network, and Georgia Governor Nathan Deal has declared a state of emergency for 56 counties, and many of those counties are in the Southwest Georgia Network coverage area. And according to the press release, and the state of emergency went into effect almost an hour ago at noon local time, Eastern Daylight Time, and will continue through midnight on Saturday, which would be September 3rd. So a lot of sporting events have already been affected due to Hurricane Hermine, or soon to be Hurricane Hermine, depending on and a lot of you got a lot of counties here in Southwest Georgia in our coverage area that are under this state of emergency: Colquitt, Cook, Cresp, Decatur, and Grady, Irwin, Lanier, Lowndes, Mitchell, and Seminole, Thomas, Tift, Turner, Wilcox, and Worth. Even Worth County is under the gun. And although Dougherty and Lee counties were initially named to this list of those counties, they're under a state of emergency, and that's sure to change depending on the path of tropical storm Hermine as it hits landfall later tonight. And Albany Herald also reports that the projected rainfall totals for Metro Albany, which includes Dougherty, Lee, Baker, Terrell, and Worth counties, have increased overnight from 2 to 5 inches to 5 to 8 inches. And Decatur County schools have already announced that they'll be closed. They'll close their doors on Friday, and there'll be no. In other words, there'll be no school tomorrow in Decatur County. That's Bainbridge, and the Bainbridge Bearcats football team was supposed to play across the state line in Tallahassee, Florida, against Lincoln High School, and that game more than likely will be canceled with the pending arrival of Hurricane Hermine. And also the game in Adel, Georgia, between the Cook Hornets and the Brunswick Pirates was scheduled for tomorrow night, but that game has been moved to Saturday in Adel. And again, in case you missed it, in the schools in Decatur County and Bainbridge will be closed all day tomorrow, which will be Friday, September 2nd. No school tomorrow in Decatur County and Dougherty County and in the public school system here in Dougherty County. And according to that same report in the Albany Herald, a decision on whether or not classes will be held tomorrow. Will be made sometime today, which will be Thursday, September 1st. As you're listening to this live broadcast on Spreaker. And expected to make landfall, according to the National Weather Service. Hermine is expected to be at hurricane strength when it makes landfall late Thursday night, early Friday morning. So which would be the early morning hours of Friday, September 2nd, say around 1 a.m. And it's expected to dump a lot of heavy rainfall in much of southern Georgia, and especially in east central southeast Georgia. And that track is expected to pass through Savannah and into the Carolinas, North and South Carolina. It can be swept out and expected to go out to sea and become a tropical depression by 1 a.m. early Tuesday morning, September 6th. So depending on that, so a lot of schools in South Central, in the easternmost portion of the Southwest Georgia Network coverage area, and in the areas east of Macon, Albany, and they'll be under the gun for the most part. And also the softball game between Lee County and Valdosta, which was has been moved to Wednesday, September 7th, due to the impending arrival of Hurricane Hermine. And thank you for listening to this special report on Hurricane Hermine on the Southwest Georgia Network. And remember, you can follow the Southwest Georgia Network online and have a couple of YouTube channels. One of them is at SWGA Network. SWGA Network 12345. Also follow on Twitter at SWGA Network, and on Spreaker at SWGA Network 12345. And might also update on Twitter as the situation warrants. I'm Walter Johnson. Thank you for listening.